everybody? Welcome to the AEW side of Thru The Ropes pod. Today, I'm your host today. It's your boy Meech Black Wagwan. And then I have my boy next to me, RJ. Say what's up to the people.
Bro, let's go. We got the big show out of the way, and it was a pretty good show.
Nah, it definitely was. It definitely was. So today, everyone, we're going to talk about what we thought about AEW from literally the start to the end, because I think it was a great ass show from start to beginning.
Yeah, I enjoyed myself.
I think we had maybe like one or two matches that were like,
That dentist.
I wanted more.
Yeah, that dentist kind of messed up the flow. That old Jericho guy kind of ruined my flow a little bit. But you know what?
Bro.
Every once in a while when you're on a flight, it's just a little bit of turbulence, just a little shake. So we as long as we kept that track, we landed safely and we made it. We got there in the end. We just had some turbulence.
Yeah, man. We took the scenic route.
Yeah.
It took us forever, but we got back to the main road, man. All right. So what was the first match? We had
the trios title London ladder match. Is that what they called it?
Yeah.
Or whatever. With the Patriarchy versus the House of Black versus Claudio, Pac, and Yuta versus who was the last team on that? I actually completely forgot. The Bang Bang Gang, because they fumbled my Bang Bang Gang, even though I love them so much. They don't stick as much as they used to without Jay White.
Yeah. Once Jay White unfortunately got hurt. Like, this is not,
Yeah, I'm hoping Jay comes back and just becomes Jay again. That's what I'm hoping that happens. I
hope so too.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts of the match?
I thought it was a lot of fun. It was great. It was a lot of fun. I think what messed me up is, one, did they gimmick any of the tables? It seemed like everybody was just going through normal, non-pre-set up tables, so that couldn't have been fun.
Oh man, listen. When Christian did the spear off the table, I'm sorry to keep the ladder. Table. I'm like, I don't know, bro.
Busted his head. I'm like, bro, okay, you need to relax. You just calm down.
I'm like, oh,
I thought he might have had a concussion. It looked bad. Other than that, I think it was, like I said, it was a lot of fun. There was a point where my stream weirdly glitched and cut out. So I was just like, where did Christian go and all this? And I just seen him come down from the entrance. So I'm like, I missed the part where he just left. So I think that was funny. I had to go back and rewatch that shit. That had me laughing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if I love the winners, because they're not really a trio. It was clearly supposed to be Death Triangle, and then with the Lucha Bros getting not picked up fully, but but they're probably WWE bound. It kind of messed it up. It feels weird. Awesome for Pac, don't get me wrong, because he's from the UK. But I mean, it's just it was kind of weird. But I mean, whatever. And then
I was expecting them to win.
Yeah, I just thought it was too early to take it off of Christian and them, because they kind of just got it. It was kind of weird to take them off of it now, but I mean, I guess they just want to go in a different direction with that, especially clearly what happens later, which we'll get to.
I feel like Christian was doing his thing with it, though. Like, the whole story of how he literally did nothing.
Yeah.
But came in. I love it. Like, I hate it, but I love it at the same time, because I'm cackling. Because this man be coming out of nowhere just to do the easy work, just win the match. I'm like, I need a team like that.
Right, and then giving Martha Wade the other trios title instead of giving it to Luchasaurus. I thought that was funny, but like I said, they just want to go somewhere else. But I was enjoying whatever Christian does is enjoyable. But I was really enjoying the trio stuff, because it was just like, how can you be annoying this time? Give the mom the title. Perfect. I thought it was a lot of fun. But I don't know. I guess.
Now, hold on. The unsung here. We came not talk about, bro. Nick Wayne.
Nick Wayne kept doing. Yeah. He's young. He's got a lot of time, but he's pretty good. I can't wait to see where he goes post Christian and all this.
Nah, he don't gotta leave Christian.
Well, I mean, he's 18, and eventually Christian's gonna leave. I'm not saying he's got to stop right now, but post Christian, he's got what? I mean, at least another 20 years, as long as he doesn't rip anything. He's got a lot of time. That's what I more mean. Now, I don't think he has to leave Christian.
I think got 5 more. I get max 5 is the max.
Probably. The way he looks fine. He looks all right. He doesn't look that bad in the ring either. So I mean,
no,
it's whenever he decides to leave.
The learning tree, but
isn't that next? Deadass. I don't remember. I think that might be next, which is an unfortunate segue into. I had to see Chris Jericho at All Out this year. That just put that in the title. 0 out of 10 stars. I shouldn't have seen Chris Jericho on my show. I will say though, the first hour kind of dragged because they had all the worst matches in the beginning. The tag matches were all right, but the two that kind of jet lagged us were back to back. And I was like, they weren't back to back, but they felt back to back because of how they timed it. It was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I'll say, oh man, Chris Jericho and Hook. I hate his name. I would still like to get that out.
Hook?
I really hate his name. It's just Hook. Like it's just.
I like it. It's
like,
weird.
and then when they announce him, he is Hook. I'm like, it doesn't hit. It doesn't hit.
It can. I'm not against it.
Yeah,
it's
I really wish he didn't play. I'm trying to word it properly. It's like I really wish they didn't play off of Taz's name. Still. I don't know what you could have done but you could have done something.
Yeah,
I don't know, but something. Hook is just not. It's just not fitting for me.
Fair enough.
But match as a whole, I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. Jones lackluster as hell. Like
you didn't like this, dude? Ha, God.
Bro. Oh man, I'm gonna just start. The start of the match, right? Literally, I thought if the chamber gets to the chamber did some bullshit and get disqualified, the match is over.
Nah.
As soon as the bell rang, you got Big Bill and Brian Keith. I think that's his name, Brian Keith.
Yes, the bounty hunter Brian Keith.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, the bad apple Brian Keith now, unfortunately.
Like they just come into the ring, and I'm like, what in the fuck? And like they just beat it on Hook. Hook's by himself. And like not a soul comes out for him until the end, and it's his daddy.
And it's his dad.
What happened? Like what happened to Joe? What happened to Speak and Smell?
Okay, Joe is filming for Twisted Metal. He has an excuse. Katsuyori Shibata was in the pre-show. He's back there. What were you doing, brother? He was like, nah. Bro. He's like, you know what? I had my match. I'm gonna go relax. I don't know. Dude, I think just the match as a whole, though, it was frustrating from start to beginning because, one, I don't think the FTW title is sanctioned by AEW, so it's a waste of a title match. It's holding Hook back because Hook can't go for any other title because they don't want to double champion him because that leads to some things like booking wise down the road that could be kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho was in it. Bro got jumped by the learning tree or the redwood and the bad apple, so it's like. Yeah. Okay, so we want Hook to look like he's never able to die, like Johnny Gargano in Black and Gold.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Or fireball at bro's eye, and he put a black sticker over his eye. Like, come on, bro.
I cannot express how much I groaned when Hook turned and pulled off the eye patch because I'm just like, I didn't care that he had it on in the first place. I didn't care, and that's the Chris Jericho effect. I don't care about what's happening with good stars because I have to see Chris Jericho. But remember. We're getting worked, even though he just had a baby rage on an interview recently. But we're still getting worked by Chris Jericho. Listen, Hook is fine, but Jericho needs to go. And I'd like to move on to the next match whenever you're done talking about this, because I have no more words to say about Chris Jericho.
No, hold on. We got to talk about it all, bro. Because first, I never seen a man have his own band play. Like, I'm so appalled that we had to sit through that. Bro had his band play, and listen, I was really trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, because I'm like, all right, maybe it will be something I will get into. I was lied to. That shit was terrible.
I don't like Fozzy really like that, so.
And Chris Jericho can't sing. Let's also get that out there.
Well,
can't sing.
I'm not gonna say he can't sing. He's a very specific type of singing, so I won't say he can't sing. I like metal.
Whatever genre metal. He's in, that ain't for him. That ain't for him.
They got like 8 albums for some reason. I didn't like a lot of them, but I mean, that entrance was long.
Also, before we move on to the next, I like to say Big Bill. He's really tough. Like I don't know what Cardiff, I don't know why they love the hell out of him, but Big Bill's loved overseas. He's so tough. Yeah. Brian Keith. I don't know what they do with him.
Yeah, I think Brian Keith is cool. they kind of threw him. It's like it's good for him. He got into a good high profile spot, but also,
Yeah.
damn, I like Brian Keith before all this. And yeah, I don't know the connection with the UK and Big Bill. Maybe I guess he worked over there for a long time, but it was funny watching the clips.
So.
Yeah, because they loved him and he hated it because he's like, God damn it, I need them to boo me. Yeah, it would have to suck. Cause it was the same thing like AJ back in Backlash, where it's like, damn, I gotta be the bad guy and everybody loves me. God, dude, this sucks, right? But yeah,
it was like when he was in France too, because he was in France. He was the bad guy, and they loved him out there. Like Big Bill, I don't know what Big Bill did, but bro had the crowd loving him from Saturday. Yeah, from yesterday to today, they love that man.
They liked it, yeah.
All right, before we move, we do got to move to the next.
Yeah, we do.
The next match, but I'm gonna say this last one. I think Hook needs to on Wednesday get rid of it altogether.
I agree.
Like, just get rid of the title. Just
retire
say I want it. I want it. Yay! Let's end it now. I'm gonna move on to bigger and better things. That'll be cold if you move on like that.
Yeah, because this thing it's literally holding back so many. It's like it's nice to have a lower mid card title, but I don't see any importance in it, so it never leads to anything. So it's like I don't care. I really don't, and I hate seeing it on my TV every week.
Sidebar: do you think AEW has too many belts?
Way too many. There's like 3 too many. I like the women have the 2. The men have what 6, and then all the ROH titles. It's like okay, they need to cut back.
I'm not counting ROH though, because ROH has their own. They actually have their own show.
Yeah, but they keep coming over to my AEW, so it's like it's hard not to.
I mean, but they have to show up the skill somehow.
Yeah,
and Tony owns both of them, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's their NXT for real. Except they've got a bunch of grizzled veterans down there. It's like we're not building new stars. We got all the good stars just waiting in ROH for whenever we need them. It's okay.
Nah, we can't do that. That's a terrible comparison. Terrible.
Oh, we want to talk about the gauntlet.
What do you think about the gauntlet match? Yeah.
I think the Casino Gauntlet is one of my favorite things they've added so far, and I want to see more of them. But also, why did it end like that? Ouch, angry, mad. I don't get this ending for Christian. I don't get why Luchasaurus. I guess Luchasaurus stood up to Christian, so he gets his name back. But I don't like that he stuck to him. It was weird. It was weird.
No, bro, no. The match. Oh man, like that Christian winning it, like literally kills me, bro. That match is so good, so good. Oh my god!
You want to talk about your boy before you talk about the ending?
Bro,
we got him.
That match. I know. Okay.
I mean,
man, you about to get started. I was about to start because I'm gonna wait. Rico.
Yeah, we got
my boy Rico.
Got your Ricochet back. Now
it's crazy they kept his name.
I thought that too because I figured that was a WWE name, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't really follow up before WWE, so I don't know what. I just knew the King Puma thing, but I think that's strictly for Lucha stuff. So I understand him not coming back with that. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't really follow before this, so maybe he was always Ricochet. So maybe he does have the name under himself, but I was surprised at that. But my question to you, because I know you as our Rico stan, you love Ricochet. You loved him back when he wasn't even on Raw anymore because they were writing him off. Do you want to see him go for Will in the international title, or do you think the name value is big enough for world title stuff? Do you think they start having him come out and cut world title promos, or what? What are we thinking?
Nah, we don't gotta do that right now. Because
I don't think so either.
I feel like we need to build it because there's also a lot of AEW fans that probably don't know who Ricochet is. They got a piece of it in the gauntlet, and I loved every minute of it. That flippy shit, everything he did. Bro, I love the flippy shit. Everything that he did, he was trying to do in the WWE, but he couldn't. He wasn't able to. Let's just keep it what it is. And I feel like him and Will, they complement each other so well. They both do the flippy shit. They're both crowd favorites. And it plays off that they had a match before. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say like, oh, I watched it. But from the clips I seen and from the little I seen, I think that'll be man-made television that's going to give us $1 million.
All I need is that action movie sequence they did at the beginning of that match. That's all I need. I just need to see it in AEW. That's all I want, really. After that, I don't care. They give me that with Will Ospreay. You know what? Ricochet, get back to the mid-card.
However, I think this will be the title that will also help Ricochet because in the WWE, he ain't get nothing really for real.
Yeah,
Like
not really. I mean, he
I feel
got
like
USIC, but it never went farther than that.
yeah, that's not fair to him though, because you have to realize at the time he got it, there's a bunch of other stars that were bigger than him. No, this towards Ricochet. It is what it was.
The best part of his
Now,
IC run is that it started Gunther's run.
literally,
Respectfully. So it's like, I want him to really take this opportunity to not prove people wrong, but kind of stamp his name a little harder, get it a little more detail in
reinvent
there.
himself, kind of.
Not even really reinvent himself, but reestablish it. Kind of like how everybody was like, AJ's washed, and then he had 3 back-to-back banger 5-star matches. So it's like, I want him to kind of do stuff like that. And I think now that he can, he got the leash off him now, he can finally start doing his flippy stuff the right way. I think AEW is going to be a good fit for him. I also hope they give him more of a character, though. Because I will say, WWE, I got bored with him. That's like flips in ring, perfect, but his character was so bland that I didn't see it ever going for a title, and I was kind of right.
But we can't do that though because I feel like in the WWE, if he was never leaving and the storyline that he was in, that'd been the perfect time for him to come out. Of the show.
I think it would have been better for him than Sammy was, because I think that Sammy match at SummerSlam, but you flip it with Ricochet, would have been nice. But again, he probably saw the opportunity to go do Ricochet stuff again, so he's probably like not even thinking about that. But I mean, that's a what if, right? That's if he didn't leave.
Yeah. Now I'm asking you this question, sidebar. Do you think WWE? Can we say WWE fumbled Ricochet, or is it too early to tell?
No, because they gave him a bigger stage to work on. It was limited. It was this or that. It wasn't as good as he wanted to be, but he was able to push into not necessarily, maybe not a crowd, but like a big, he was always going to be a reaction of the night. He would always get the viral clips on pay-per-views and stuff when they need him to. So I don't think they necessarily fumbled him, because where he was when he left, probably the same where he was the entire time in WWE, where it's like, we need you to go put on a fun flippy match. It's like, oh, that's cool. Maybe you'll get an IC title, a US title. And he was always in that limbo for a few years.
Yeah.
So he never really got that experience, not experience, the opportunity to be like, I'm a main event guy. I should go for a world title, because he kind of just always stayed down below. But I think now is an opportunity to step out of that. Oh, he's the flippy mid-card guy. Now you can be like, he's the flippy main event guy now. He's in the right place for it at AEW.
I think after, like, we all know, I'm saying his name properly, Bryan Danielson. I know he's going to lose the title, like, but I think because we're still on Ricochet, I think Ricochet and Swerve will be a great match.
I know they've done that before too, and I think that would be a nice place to do it. I don't know when you do that, but I also just want actually I'll save that for later, because that's the result of a later match. But I just
want to put that. I just feel like they're literally like, I feel like they also will be a good set, just Swerve it, because Swerve's like what 6'2", 6'3", doing the flips and stuff.
Yeah,
and like him and Ricochet, like we'll get bigger triple threat match. Him, Swerve, and Will. Even though I know that chapter of Swerve and Will is kind of closed.
Kind of for now. I think they wanted to delay it a little more. But to kind of move off from that, what else do we have? We had not Big Bill. We had Nigel McGuinness come back in after 13 years. Nah, we're not gonna do that to Nigel McGuinness.
15. It
was a 15. I thought it was 13. I'm not gonna lie. I think Twitter lied to me, but that was a really nice moment. Does he continue to wrestle? No idea. I think it was funny.
Absolutely not.
I love that. What do you mean? Absolutely not. Relax. That's Nigel McGuinness. That you're gonna say that until All In 2025 is Bryan Danielson versus Nigel McGuinness for the AEW World Title. I think Meech is unpre-ordered All In 2025.
Bro, I swear. I just knew. I'm gonna wait. Go ahead on Nigel.
Nigel McGuinness. That was really cool. That was really fun. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he's gonna keep wrestling or whatever. I love him on commentary. I'd love to see him wrestle again. I think that's because they want to give him that retirement match that I don't think he ever really got. I think they want to do him and Bryan one more time. We had Hangman come out. Hangman was gonna do Hangman things, but that one is really weird. I figured he was gonna win.
He choked Jeff Jarrett's wife, bro.
He
Like,
did.
what is wrong with him? Oh
He's
my!
he's letting the he's right though. At the end of the day, he is right. Swerve is a menace and a monster, but also you kind of don't get to be the bad guy here too. So, I'm loving that Hangman is kind of. It's almost like the Drew Punk story where it's like, oh, he keeps screwing Drew, but in reality, Hangman isn't getting screwed, but he's also not helping himself either. So I love that his delusions are starting to get mixed in with, oh, I can't win a match to get a world title shot or whatever. But it's like, hey, bro, you're the reason you're not winning these world title opportunities. So his mind is just falling deeper and deeper. I think that's really interesting. He did end up playing a part in the main event after this. We'll get to that when we get to that. And I believe that's really, I think after that is just Christian winning, which I said earlier, I don't understand, but I guess since they're doing the Money in the Bank type cash-in thing, I guess that's what they're hoping for.
Yeah, that's what I was.
So
that's what I was
maybe that's what it is. Yeah, here, you go on about it because that's all I really had about it.
I would say I like the money. I like the Money in the Bank. I know it's a Casino Gauntlet cash in.
Yeah, but we're just easier.
But the Money in the Bank-esque type of thing is like, I love how they could call this shot whenever they want, and there's not just a set date. Because now it gives us as fans the element of surprise. Because we could see Danielson fighting Swerve again. Bro's gonna come over, cash in, and beat on him and win.
Yeah.
Never seen in AEW. Also like to say, did you know Orange Cassidy's changing outfits?
He is getting darker. It is getting a lot darker. Yeah. I'm interested to see where that goes because I thought that's where they were going with the Don Callis stuff, and then it kind of stopped. So I'm interested to see where that goes because what does heel Orange Cassidy look like? Bro, just he instead of this, he just
like how disgusted he was when they gave him that one lazy ass firework.
Yeah, he was like, bro, what the?
Bro,
a serious Orange Cassidy could be fun to watch. Orange Cassidy that cares? I don't know. Man. That'd be fun to watch.
I would like to say I hate his gimmick where he puts his hands in his pockets. I think it's really dumb.
It's so good. He doesn't care. He's relaxed, bro. And then he does jump kicks in his hands in his pockets. That's fire. You a hater. Why you always gotta hate on everything, bro? You ain't gonna like nothing.
We gotta get rid. Nah, hold on. Who else is in the match? Kyle O'Reilly, right? Kyle
O'Reilly, who I want to start winning so we can start seeing championships on him, but they keep getting him pinned. That's okay, I guess.
You're about to hate what I'm about to say about Kyle.
That you don't like Kyle?
I think he's overrated.
You say everybody's overrated. You said Mark Briscoe's overrated. That means nothing.
Please don't give me. I'm trying to avoid him because I don't want to go on a rant about
Kyle O'Reilly can't be overrated. He's just getting pinned.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing is getting pinned.
I'm not gonna be disrespectful and say that he's trash. I'm not even gonna go that deep.
You should, because
he'd be raw. I just feel like he's overrated. Like, it's just nothing about him. Like, all he's good for is being in the conglomeration, as your man Mark would say. I think that faction is also a waste, but that's a story for another time.
Yeah, that's just that's because they love doing random meme factions for no reason. I forget that they do that every week. I genuinely forget they do it every week. I'm like, oh yeah, they are a group, kind of, sorta, or whatever.
Kinda. I will say though, Roderick Strong, right? That's the name. I just want to make sure I'm saying.
Roderick Strong.
He's tough.
He is tough.
He's definitely tough.
I love Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly. They could do that at every pay-per-view. I'd watch it every time. I love that last match they had. I love both of them, and I want them to keep wrestling together, but we keep getting them separated. I'm trying to figure out when we get that again. I'm hoping it's soon because I love those two. I think what the last surprise entrance was
Double J.
Double J, yeah. I mean, that kind of wasn't a surprise, but dude, what?
He should be done.
See, but the thing is, I don't care about Jeff Jarrett being there because unlike Jericho, he's not stealing the time from other people. And also, he knows he's not going to do a 5-star match. He has a nice little TV match and he goes away. Jericho won't do that. That's the problem. So I don't mind Jeff Jarrett being here. It's just, I think he's really, really well versed in the story too. You know, his connection with Owen Hart affecting the way he judged the Owen Hart Cup.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think he's perfectly set where he is. I think him coming into the gauntlet was because of Hangman. I think that's fair. I just don't know if they're trying to build to Hangman Jeff Jarrett, and if they do, Why? And if they do, where? Because if I go to All Out, or if I watch All Out next week and they're like, oh, Jeff Jarrett Hangman, I'll be like, why? I didn't need to see that. I'm trying to get Hangman Swerve. So, I mean.
I'm going to tell you this. With Jeff Jarrett, I'm cool with the Owen Hart thing. When I watch it, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. You know, that's your man's, you know, passed away. Boom, boom. I'm cool with that. After that, I love him on commentary because he be keeping it real. He don't be sugarcoating nothing. He be getting right to the point. I love it. He should have been in this goddamn match, bro. He should not have been in here.
Yeah.
I feel like
he was there for Hangman.
He could have. No, that's fine though. What he could have, came in as a interference, like, you know, interfering, hit him with a guitar, boom. I'm cool with that.
But who would you have wanted instead of Jarrett then? Because clear, like, I mean, like, it was clear that yeah, but he was in the pre-show, and I mean, yeah, I guess I think that would have put more stakes on it than Luchasaurus being in there. I think Luchasaurus should have actually been the interference, because him actually being in the match and then still being on Christian's side annoyed me a lot. I think Kyle Fletcher would have added a little bit of not urgency, what's the word? Danger to this match, because everybody wanted Hangman to win. Everybody thought Hangman was going to win because that's like the thing with Swerve. And I thought they were going to do it because they wanted it to be like a red herring for the main event. But they didn't do that. They went with Christian. And yeah, it was such a great match. It's like a short walk for a bad drink of water, where everything was so good. But then I got to the water and I'm like, oh, cool, it's Flint, Michigan water. I'm glad I walked for this. Like, it's like, I don't know. Maybe when the cash-in happens, I'll be more willing to give it it's probably, maybe I'll look back on this in a year and be like, you know what, that was a good idea. I can appreciate it more. But as I stand now, I'm like, damn. Even if Hangman didn't win, I kind of like the idea of Okada winning. Because the Elite tried to take over, they're trying to make sure that they have direct access to that. Okada's a big star. That's your big signing that you have doing comedy stuff. And even though he's really fun in that comedy stuff, it's like, okay, but just in case, and the instant they take it, it's like, okay, we've got our main event Okada back, and also he's the heel bad guy with the title. I don't like the Christian. Like I said, I don't like it now. I'm hoping I like it later. I really want to enjoy this later.
Listen, I'm with you too. I hope so, but right now, like, Christian didn't need it. Like, like, even though I didn't like him losing the trios championship belts, bro literally just lost his belts, and same night, bro gets a title shot. Like, I'm with you. I want to see the story. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, but like, I'm with you. Like, I gotta see what they're gonna do within the next few months, because if not, like, this, I feel like this is a wasted opportunity for someone.
Yeah, you're not lying.
No, I was gonna pick the next match because you missed the one though.
Did I? Which one did I miss?
We gonna talk about my girl Mariah May and Tony Storm.
Oh, I was gonna wait till later to say that. Yeah, those are the good matches. I was trying to bunch all the good matches together.
Oh, my fault. But since we're here,
since we're here, Tony Storm, Mariah May. What a fucking match! That was great. Go on, talk about it. I agree.
Listen, from start to finish, Mariah May is so cold. I don't care what no one says.
Oh, she's so good.
Cold. From the start of when she turned on Tony Storm to like now, chef's kiss. Yeah. Chef's kiss. And the words of Tony Storm, cinema. Bro, I loved it all. Yeah. The match itself, like, Mariah May could hold her own.
She can. She's phenomenal.
She could definitely hold her own. I definitely like to say our man, what's the butler's name? I can't think of his name.
Luther.
Bro got a drop kick out for no reason.
Bro, just take a drop. Yeah. I mean, respectfully, I also take a drop kick from Mariah May, but that's unrelated. I mean, I'm just saying.
You just saying?
I'd pay for that. So, I mean, Luther getting it for free.
Ridiculous.
That sounds like a bonus to me.
And also, I like to also flip it to Tony. Tony's doing her thing, but she let the love of Mariah cost her the match.
Yep.
Like, you had the heel that she beat you with, and you did nothing with it.
Yep. It was
me. I would have whooped your ass.
I'm beating your shit. I'm sorry.
I'm beating you in with this heel, and then the fact that, like, it still had her own blood, like, that's also That's top tier on Tony's behalf. Just to have the blood still there, stained on the same heel that started everything, crazy. I loved it.
Yeah, I think I have no notes for this match. It was perfectly timed. It was perfectly well done. It had all the inklings it needed. It doubled down on Mariah being this really vicious heel when she literally slapped her own mother. The mother that on commentary said has only seen her wrestle live twice. I'm like, you know what? I already knew that Mariah had to win this because they needed to make another female star. They really doubled down during this. I'm like, yeah, no, y'all did it. You guys did everything perfect. 10 out of 10, no stars.
They picked the right person. Mariah May. I honestly thought they're gonna actually go pick Mina to be the next star.
I think she's gonna be a part of this so much when come Dynamite that I think it'll end. Because I'd argue that Mina already is. She's very much a crowd favorite now. So I mean, I don't know if she's fully signed to AEW or what because I didn't see anything about contracts or anything.
She finished her. I guess you want to call her tour. Like in Japan and whatnot.
So I know
she's over here for a minute now.
Yeah, because she won those British heavyweight titles, and AEW's okay with you like going to get another title. So I don't remember seeing anything that they announced that she was all elite or anything. But maybe she's just coming in and out. But I think we'll get Mariah Mina probably next because I think she's gonna kind of be a little B towards Mina, and I think that'll redo that one. It really depends on if Toni Storm wants to stay or not. Because she just had a really good title reign. It was pretty long.
Stay where?
What?
You said stay. Stay where?
Stay, like, not good. Because, like, when people have long title reigns, they'll lose. They'll go on, like, a vacation or something for, like, a while. Like, they'll, like, take a month off. Yeah. It depends on if she wants to just, like, go, no, I'll just go right back into work or not. I would figure she'd want a break because, like, I don't think it was a full year title reign, but it was a couple hundred
9
days.
Months, they said.
Yeah, 9 months. So, like, I know she's probably... If it's me, I'm taking the break, but you never know. She might want to jump right back into it. It really depends on what happens Wednesday.
Nah, I definitely think she should take this break because it's help build the story. Yeah. Mariah beat you on I'm not gonna keep referencing WWE. Mariah beat you at All In, and then that's your company's biggest event. Go away for a while, everyone forgets about you. Mariah goes on, does her thing, and then next thing you come back out. Next one's All Out, right?
Yeah, but that's next week.
That's All Out's next week.
I believe so, unless they delayed it. They usually do them back to back, unless they delayed it. Because from what I understand, the All In is always the first big event, and then they do All Out like the next week.
Bro. Yeah, I'm mind blown.
Yeah, they do that. It's weird, but it's what they do, or at least what they do.
Let's not do All Out. Let's do I think Full Gear. I know that's one of them. Like Full Gear, like whichever pay-per-views like the next 2-3 months down the road. That's when Toni Storm should come back. Yeah. Right now, I think you should just let her ride out in the sunset. She lost. She gonna regroup and then come back.
The real question is, does she come back as timeless Toni Storm, or did her brain get fixed and she comes back as the old school, blonde bombshell beating everybody's ass Toni Storm? That's what I want to know what happens, but I don't know which one I prefer, if it makes sense.
So I'm going to keep the beam with you. I think we should be done with the timeless stuff. It was cool. It ran its course.
I wasn't still a big fan, over.
But I didn't hate it, though.
Yeah, I loved it. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I just don't... I'll say it again. It depends kind of on what Toni and Mariah want to do. I feel like the story, for story reasons, it makes sense to keep the timeless because it's a film like rivalry. It's the film like idea, so keeping the timeless thing. But I can also see it because she kind of freaked out a little bit leaving, so it's like it could be that like maybe that loss kind of snapped her back. Yeah. It really depends. I kind of want to keep the I'm like an even 50-50 on keeping either. Where I'm like, I'm okay if she doesn't come back as timeless, but I'm also okay if she doesn't, or if she does. Like I'm chilling right in the middle. Let's get the tag one out of the way because I don't have a lot to say about it. So we got the Young Bucks versus FTR versus the Acclaimed. I kind of called this a mile away that the Young Bucks were going to retain. I figured that FTR and the Acclaimed were going to get each other's way because they're building them to feud. But I don't know why, and I don't know if the Acclaimed are supposed to be heels, or if FTR is supposed to be the heels. it doesn't. It
bro.
feels weird. It feels like they didn't know what to do. They're like, well, what do we do after the tag title defense? Oh shoot, we need a tag title defense first. So I mean, I don't know. They had better tag teams in the back that I felt like could have done better for this. But also the Young Bucks haven't done anything recently. The tag titles. How are you feeling about it?
I have to take a breath.
Breathe in, breathe out,
bro. Because man, this match like irked me. How the hell does the Acclaim not win this? Like what? We have the Young Bucks who don't defend. They don't defend nothing. I would shut the hell up if they're defending. Like if they're defending all the time. We see them wrestle like once every. It feels like every 6 months at this point. We see the Acclaimed and FTR literally every single week fighting and wrestling. They're wrestling for #1 contender spots and such matches just to lose every single time to folks that don't wrestle. I am appalled. Sidebar, Max Caster got to stop this rapping shit.
He's got to go. It's time to send him to ROH, where he belongs.
Like, bro, like he got to stop this rapping stuff, bro. Yeah. He got to. Like, it was cool in the beginning. Like, it was cool. It was different. I'm like, oh, he's rapping. All right. But now you just saying anything and everything.
Yeah, like, it's just too over. It's so unfortunate. Yeah. They're unfortunately over. Like, online hates them. The crowds love them. So they're going to appeal to the crowd because that's who's buying the tickets at the end of the day. But I don't know. I want that Anthony Bowen solo run. I don't care for the Acclaimed anymore. I kind of like them, but I'm over it. Max Caster just isn't a cool guy. He's just really annoying. So I'm just trying to get him off my screen.
Billy Gunn got to go too.
I kind of agree there too, because I get when they were doing the House of Black stuff last year, why he was around. Cool. Mm-hmm. I don't need Billy Gunn still on my screen every week, but I mean, I guess they're, like I said, they're selling the tickets, they're appealing to the crowd, and if people aren't mad at it, it's just like, I want Anthony Bowens to go for the world title so bad.
But like if you know that they're so over, right? Why are we not putting titles on them?
It's not for them.
Or if not, if we not gonna give them the traditional twos title, give them the threes. Like for all that, you got Billy Gunn, Roby around. Yeah. He look like a damn machine. He's so goddamn big and brolic. Send him in the ring.
Yeah, they did. They had the trios titles. They lost them. They won them last year at All In. So they didn't do much of that either. Like I guess I think they have a plan for the tag titles that isn't being executed right now, and it shows because we're running back the FTR match and then adding the Acclaimed. Tag team wrestling is in shambles.
Why can't we have the private party? Why can't we have the Top Flight? Why can't we have them in these tags? Like, what?
I would have preferred Young Bucks private party. What you just said, the Top Flight. Because even if it is super obvious the Young Bucks are still going to win, I would rather have watched that match than watch the Acclaimed again.
Bro.
And it was a good match. I didn't hate this tag match. I think it was still a good match. I just didn't want two of the three teams to win because I knew FTR wasn't going to do anything with the titles because they don't have their plans fully set. And the Acclaimed are the Acclaimed. So they've been like pushing each other around. So it's like I enjoyed the match, but there was nothing. There was no danger in this match for me. I knew the Young Bucks were going to retain.
Yeah, like there's like nothing in the match. There's nothing. Like no tables.
It was just it was a good tag match, and that's all it was gonna be. And
yeah, it was boring. I would say this was really like lackluster for being a tag match for what it was, for having all these people. Like the people before you were doing some crazy shit, and y'all were just lackluster as hell. That's all I got from that match was so boring. I just got nothing.
Yeah, I wanted to move on to MJF and Will Ospreay because I actually really enjoyed this match. I love the entrance for Will Ospreay. That Assassin's Creed shit was dope. The entrance for MJF was super corny, which was kind of perfect for what he was doing. After what happened on Dynamite, where I think they had the best segment I think of the year, it was a really good match. I'm questioning Daniel Garcia's position in this because that is weird. Not weird. I should say it's weird. I find it interesting because I thought they were going to do Garcia for Wembley And then they were like, "Oh, we're not doing that." I think he had contract stuff going on because I heard a lot of things about him going to NXT. So maybe it was just a re-sign at the last minute. He's like, you know what? I'm going to stay around. I'm interested to see where that goes. I am, and I like that we got rid of that ugly ass U.S. belt. That shit was terrible, and we got our international title back. So it was just great match overall. I love that one. That probably would have been my match of the night had the main event not happened.
So I like to say, one, MJF, bro, I need to tell you, you need to get some like fitting trunks. Like, bro, no one wants to see your ass. Like, we saw your ass all match long. Like, no one wants to see it.
Speak for yourself.
Get some fitting trunks.
No, don't actually stick to him, MJF.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna start with him. Anywho, I think the match. I actually really enjoyed the match. Will, he's a god over there. God, bro. Yeah. They know his entrance. I thought Cody was crazy over here. Nah, Will's a god over and overseas.
Oh yeah, they love him over here. That
is where he's love from. That man.
Yeah, he really. When you say making your name in a place that it's Will Ospreay over in Wembley, it works out so well. He's just loved.
I hate that we got rid of the international title for MJF to make this dumbass American title, just to have for what a month and some change.
Good, because that shit was ugly. But, I'm okay with that fully. Ugly.
No, I'm fine with them getting rid of it. I just hate that we made a belt. Like, he threw it in the trash. And when he did that, I thought we were making a whole new title to look cooler. Yeah, not the nonsense he gave us.
Yeah, I think
back to international.
Yeah, thank God. Once he saw him grab him out of the trash, I was like, oh, they're good. He's winning at Wembley. He's gonna hold up the old belt. That's perfect. And yeah. It doesn't help that that's like my favorite belt design in wrestling right now, so I'm okay with that because that U.S. title was terrible.
Now, question: Do you think we get rid of MJF's American character? Because I think it's corny. Like, it didn't stick with me like whatsoever. So.
I think what it was a mask he was using because he wanted to be the bad guy again because he wasn't loved. They showed all that. He did the whole they all loved me and then he ruined it. So, like, of course he was doing this really annoying gimmick. I'm hoping this knocks him out of it. I think because I don't see the American gimmick transferring over to Daniel Garcia, who's from New York, I think, or New Jersey. So it's like, I think that's going to be where we go. I think he's going to go back to the black scarf wolf thing he was doing. I think this was just to delay that. Which is fine. Yeah, I kind of hope so. I was willing to go through it for the moment that we got on Dynamite. Because if they didn't nail that moment, this would have sucked. But I love that moment so much. And that Tiger Driver 91 felt so good. You got that nice little pin. Yeah. I do agree with the criticism online, though. He did tease it way too much before this match. Where it's like, do you really not want to hit this Tiger Driver? Because you kind of go for it every single time you're in a match. So I think he'll learn for next time. Maybe not tease it every time. I see like they went to the well too many times. But at the end of the day, I got to see that U.S. stupid gimmick get dropped on its head. And life is just right again.
I also think Daniel Bryan, like, I like how they played it. Like, when Daniel Bryan was like hinting at him, like, you got to do it. Like, I think that would have been something better if you would did it like today before a match. Like, that could have been a segment leading into the match.
Well, I think it was needed before that because he would have come into the match thinking he shouldn't do it. I think him pre-setting him up set it because he's like, you just do it, brother. Like, we're both going in to go do some stupid shit. Just drop him on his head. I think it was perfect to do it there. I think waiting could have been better, but I think they wanted, because of the Assassin's Creed thing set up, I think it would have kind of drawn away from it. I think they placed that perfectly well. Oh, man. Britt Baker and Mercedes Moné went for the TBS title. Oh. I'm not going to lie to you. That shit was ass.
I'm with you. We're going to speed run through this.
I feel bad. Because all I see is people hate on Britt. And I was really excited for her because she seemed like she was really getting over for this. And then I watched this match and I went, damn it, I don't want to see Britt on my screen again. I didn't like this match. I don't want to be, another hateful voice on this match because it is two women at one of the biggest shows of the year, and that should be celebrated. But also, man, Britt doesn't make things look very good, and Mercedes tries, but she's not fully there. Like, she's not one of those. From what I've seen in AEW, I haven't watched too much of her Japan stuff. Like, I'll be honest with you, I kind of fell out at that point. Mercedes is good at what she does, but when you put her with somebody that can make her look good, she looks really good. But when you put her against somebody where she has to make them look good, she makes herself look good. She does not help the other person look good. So Britt wasn't looking good, and Mercedes wasn't, like, helping. But it wasn't because Mercedes was bad. It's because Mercedes was good, but because Mercedes was good for Mercedes, not good for the match, which kind of made it feel like, oh, this kind of sucks. And I'm so sad. It almost gives me the same energy I had for the Usos match at WrestleMania 40, where I'm like, guys, give it a chance. It could be really good. And they kind of just didn't do really good. That one was way worse. Don't get me wrong. I'll rewatch this match every day before I watch the Usos match. But this match was kind of like, damn, you almost, like, just give a little more. Just a little more, because he didn't seem like he cared.
Oh, man. I'm gonna say this. I don't even spend too much, because I really think this is probably the worst match of the night. And I love Mercedes. All credit to her. I honestly wasn't her fault. Britt Baker, she looked like real stiff when she was doing shit. She didn't look, she didn't look like she wanted to be there fro. Like, even in the moves, she didn't sell shit. Like, it was just blech.
Yeah, it was kind of a stain on the night, and that's why I kind of said we can try to speed run it, because it's just like, like, we're already like 40 minutes in. I don't want another 40 minutes of just, hey guys, this shit was ass. So yeah, that's probably a match I should have started with, to be honest.
We could sit here and agree it wasn't it. It wasn't their night. It wasn't Mercedes' fault.
Nah.
It wasn't all Britt's fault.
Yeah.
But she got to take most of this blame, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. And this one's also a speedrun one, but not for like the same reason. Darby Allin and Jack Perry had a coffin match for the TNT title. Did this match feel fast to you? It felt like they fast forwarded through a lot of this. It's like they came out, they killed Darby, and then he won. And I was like, okay, this is weird. Like, the pacing felt so off on this one.
For what Darby Allin is, I expected a lot more.
Yeah, it was so fast.
I expected some nonsense to be coming out of that match. I expected the casket to be on fire. They teased us and then get on fire.
Yeah.
I expected someone to go through some glass stuff. I'm not even gonna cuss as much.
To be fair, they did
broken glass.
Yeah.
Not broken glass, bro.
But it's real glass. He did that at Revolution, and they yelled at him for it, so he probably didn't get a chance to do it.
I'm not going to entertain your nonsense.
What?
I don't give a damn if it's real glass. I want to see someone be put through glass. Not you have a bag of broken glass shards just sitting there in a bag, and you just, oh, look at me. I can slam you on a broken glass.
Yeah, it was just for CM Punk fans. Shout out CM Punk fans. We got the broken glass. That's all that was.
Oh, my God. Idiots, man.
Yeah, and then they just killed Darby Allin, and then Jack Perry won.
Yeah, like, bro. Bro, it's like this. You just got me started now. I'm going to finish it. Bro, like, I just don't get it. And then we did the broken glass, and we move on to literally nothing else happening. Like, literally, you duct tape the man's hands, and then you take a belt, wrap it around his ankles, and push him off the ledge.
And then put him in a body bag.
Put him in a body bag. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. And that's where they had me. I was hooked for a second. I'm like, okay. You put him in the body bag. What we doing with the body bag? We dragging him. I'm like, okay. They put him in the coffin. I'm like, okay. Like, and in my head, I'm thinking he has like a little box cutter in there to cut his hands. Like,
Yeah, something.
And then, he lays him down. I'm like, there's no way it ends. He sits up. Like, a little sit-up. I'm thinking, all right, he's looking up crazy. Jack Perry comes out my fucking screen, knees him in the face.
Yep.
Match is over.
TNT Championship stays on Jack Perry. Like I said, it was the same as the Mercedes Britt match for me, but not because it was bad. It was just fast. They just ended it. And I was like, oh, okay. I actually wanted more out of this match. But apparently, I don't know. It must have been a timing thing. I don't know.
I think so, too. Because I think the Casino Gauntlet went long, and the Trios ladder match definitely went long as hell.
They started early.
Also like to
they didn't even have their entrances on the main show. It was on the pre-show, which is crazy that it was still that long. But hey,
also want to say the EVP's coming out. Don't tease us with gasoline and don't do nothing with it.
Bro said nobody
Like,
died. This is that.
bro,
I mean,
I like
Sting
to
came
say the
out
Sting part was, yeah, I would say Sting was cool.
kind of early.
Please don't kill me. I'm not.
You a Sting guy?
I'm not gonna say I'm not a Sting guy, but I could have dealt without it.
Yeah, I like Sting. I kind of think it was a little early to bring him back for this, but I made a joke that Tony Khan he paid for that song. He's like, I'm gonna use it again. Sting, you're going out there. Like, I think that might have been it, but it was kind of weird to do his retirement at the beginning of the year and then not even at the end of the summer. Like, hey man, just make an appearance real quick. I mean, because he teased being at next year's at Texas because he says like I'm close there. I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. You know, like a full year out. And I was like, oh, he's at this one too. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna hate it. Sting's always gonna be cool to me, but I mean, it was a thing. And last up, we got our main event, which I know you're cooked when it comes to this winner. I didn't mind this winner. We got Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson, career versus title. I am so sad that this Swerve Strickland reign is over. There's going to be many to come. He's still got so many important main event stuff to do. I just really didn't want it to end here, but also I don't want to lose my American Dragon. So I'm in such a bittersweet like area with this where I'm like, oh, one of my favorite guys is world champion again, but also, damn, one of my favorite guys just lost the world championship and I was really enjoying his reign. So it's in a weird spot. The only reason why I'm like really okay with it is because Swerve really made a name for himself with his reign. It wasn't very long, but he's such a main event guy that I'm like, oh, he'll get his title back. So I'm not mad about this. I get to keep Bryan Danielson on a part-time schedule. I like post his title reign, and I get to see Swerve win it again because he's definitely going to win again. I'm all right. I'm chilling. I love this. This was probably my match of the night just because of the emotion in it, and it felt exactly like a big emotion match without any of the overbooked nonsense, and I got a 5-star match. I saw people calling this match of the year. I don't know if that's fully... I'd have to rewatch it again. But honestly, I'm not debating nobody right now, because I'm like, damn, that was just a good-ass match. I love that shit.
Nah, that was a good-ass match. Bryan Danielson. Y'all said it right? Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryanson?
No, Daniel Bryanson is crazy. No, Bryan Danielson. This ain't your WWE's Bryan Danielson. Bro doesn't like the American Dragon, chat.
Like, he should have won. I understand why. I'd rather see Swerve still be champ because his reign was impeccable. Like, I loved it. And then he went from literally a nobody. I'm not going to say, like, he's at the bottom. Let's put it like that. From the bottom, worked his way to the top. Yeah. And, like, what's wrong with him? He just had the championship aura. He's the champion aura.
He got it.
Like, the belt looked great around him. He did great in the interviews. Like, bro did so good and made use of his time as champion and capitalized off of everything.
And that's why I'm so happy to see it, because we will see it again. We're not going to not see. This isn't one of those things where like, oh, he had a title run, and then we move on. We will see him back in there, and I'm excited to see it. I'm so excited to see it.
I need to see a longer reign, though.
I do too. Yeah, I want him to like try to compete for the longest reign. I want to see a year-long Swerve reign for real. Like I generally want to see it. I also never got my Kenny Swerve match. Kenny, please heal faster. So I mean, there's a lot of big name stuff I can't wait to see. The Bryan Danielson stuff is interesting because he does have now officially a match with Darby in 2 weeks in Washington, so that'll be fun. I wondered if they do the Hangman route for this to take it off him, or if they go the Swerve route. I'm so interested in that story that I'm like, bro, I can't wait. I am so excited for Wednesday because I really want to see the fallout and everything.
I rather Hangman take it because then we could mess around, have Swerve lose maybe 2 times to get the title, make it build, and then when he wins, poof, we'll start the reign all over again.
Where it's like he can't beat his demon this time for whatever reason, and then he gets the title. It's like it's like Swerve's like, I can't beat this guy, even though I did nothing but beat this guy. It would be I'd like to see it. I'd also like to see Jay White get involved in the world title picture. Probably not going to happen. I hate you, Tony Khan. You owe me a Jay White because you've ruined Jay White. But I mean, I'm so interested to see where this goes. He doesn't do anything. Jay White just shows. Jay White brought in Bullet Club Gold. They were the biggest thing on Collision, and he took them off TV for weeks. And then Jay did nothing, wandered around, got the trios titles, got hurt. Jay White in Japan was like a final boss. Jay White in AEW feels like a mini boss, and it's not how that should feel. Bryan Danielson pinned your favorite at WrestleMania 30. Is that what happened? I saw that he won the AEW title with not the same submission move, but he transitioned out of that submission move to win the AEW title. I think that's kind of cool. He's won, I think, almost every world title with a submission at this point that he's ever held. So, I mean, that's my American Dragon right there. Oh, Ricochet's not going to win a world title. He's going to flip into a LaBelle lock. That's what he's going to flip into. Tap out, have fun.
I'm telling you, 6 months he's gonna be the international champion.
I believe that. I believe that. I can see that 100%. But I wanted to just give it off out of 5 stars because the rest of the community loves stars, even though they love to yell about stars. What are you giving it? The All In show, based off of what you like. For context, we just finished the show, so like it's still pretty fresh. So fresh stars. What are you giving it out of 5?
I'm gonna give it a 4.
I agree. I'm going to give it a 4.5. I really liked the main event. I think if the main event maybe was a little less good, let's say, because I'd give it 5 stars. If I had like a 4.5 stars or a 4-star match in the main event, I'd give it a 4. I would give it a 4.5 though. It was almost perfect. And the stuff that wasn't that great didn't really hinder the show for me, but there is just like a concern of like my tag teams and stuff where I'm like, I can't, like, what am I doing with these guys? I want them to do something.
Tough tonight too.
Yeah, I love the international crowds are just proving that they're better than us every time. But because I mean, even I don't remember if they did Dynamite in the UK, but they did Collision, and that crowd was just incredible. So it's like we keep trying to imitate, but we don't want to actually give the energy at the end of the day. But I'm sorry, but. If you're watching, down in the comments, tell us how you're feeling about everything, the main event, all the title changes, all the title matches in general. I mean, a 4 and a 4.5 is not a bad rating on a show, and I think AEW just continues. They have not had a bad pay-per-view this year. I think they're going to continue to have great pay-per-views, and I don't see it going anywhere else.
Hold on. We got also, before we go, we got to let Tony know. Ayo, Big TK, got to work on how you're putting these matches. Because the way you book them from start to finish, like
it was a little wavy, but not in a good wave. It was like we went so high and then we'd stop and then we go back up. It's like we stop and then we have like just a solid. It's like okay, we gotta kind of pace these out better, just a little bit.
Oh, damn, we're terrible people. Hold on, we gotta talk about the pre-show.
No, we
don't.
Did
you watch the pre-show?
I did, and bro, we are an hour into this. Wait. I'm not adding the pre-show into this. Respectfully.
What?
It wasn't that interesting. It is Michael Jackson fit.
What? Stokely was crazy. He was carried in a ring, and he could wrestle low-key.
He can't wrestle Loki. He was trained for a few moves. He can't. He did a couple spots. We're acting like bro just pulled out a 5-star classic out of his ass. Bro was just he was a manager that did a spine buster. It was all right. It was fun.
Yeah, he did the cleanest spine buster I ever seen.
It was a clean spine buster. I'll give him that. But I mean, we're not gonna act like he just pulled that. We're not gonna act like this is our next AEW World Champion, Stokely Hathaway. It was a fun match. It was fun. As a sicko, give Chris Jericho a friendship bracelet.
Please get him off my screen. Please get that man off that.
If I gotta get off the screen, so do you guys. Down in the comments, remember to tell us about All In. Tell us about how excited you are for All Out. I genuinely don't know what's on the card except Chris and Willow.
Yeah.
So I mean that's interesting. I'm more excited about Dynamite to see what they're gonna set up there. But also, if you're looking for some energy. Meech, you got it?
Yes.
You need some energy.
Yes, I do.
Glitch energy.
Yes,
using code SHOOT2WIN. That's shoot, the number 2 win. You get a discount code. Yep. Believe me, it will get you through your day. Because sometimes, bro, you just need. I've been going off with a little bit less caffeine this week, but sometimes you just need that little bit of spark in your day to just get you to push you straight through, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell us you enjoyed it, and we will see ya when we freaking see ya.